libh agus fáilte go telefiscrogáil le mise trasaníanaín. Tá mé tún seo sa stúdio i gúlín gurcha cuimhne agus in éiste ba mé caiint le burt trocharcha agus ceoltóirí ón chaisleán na Ghuirí, Frankie agus Tom Mulcahy. Buchali, fáilte. Thank you for joining us. First of all, for those who are unfamiliar with your music, how would you describe your style of music?
I suppose we describe it as an Irish world music because of the influences of the accordion is the kind of only traditional instrument in the band, you know. So.
It's become a little orchestral now. Like I said, with pop influences.
And where do you get your inspiration for your music? In other words, who inspires you musically?
We're two totally separate kind of inspirations. Tom is more a kind of a pop, kind of rock writer, and I'm a traditional kind of. Well, I come from a traditional background, but the music I write, I wouldn't consider it traditional. So, and then we just kind of collaborate together.
How did you get involved in music performance? Was it something you aspired to as a child?
Oh, we were brought to competitions, the Fleck, and things like that. Whether we wanted to go or not, and
it's in the blood, really, as they say.
That's where we get the Celtic influence from. You know, we grew up as kids with it.
Tell us about your upcoming gigs. Where can we see you play?
We're doing McCarthy's in Dingle here.
Well, we've just put a 5-piece band together.
I think it's called a 6-piece. I think maybe there might be 6 now.
Is there 6?
Yeah.
Sorry, I only have
Ollie's
five
over there.
fingers.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, and so we'll be playing at McCarthy's in Dingle indefinitely on Saturday nights, and it might change to Friday nights. Yeah. And then we hopefully we'll be doing some festivals around the world. We're in for some festivals, and you know it'll be updated on the website.
Tom, I hear you're composing a film score for an up-and-coming short movie, Jerome. Was this your first film composition?
This is my first attempt at film music. I think the film is called Jerome, and I wrote a song called Sweet Jerome. We're beginning with that, and then during the film there'll be sequences where I'll have to put in a little bit of music.
How does composing for film compare to composing for a studio album?
First of all, I have to get a script and get a good idea of how it's going to go. It usually takes me a few days to think about it, and then I'll just write, and if the filmmaker isn't happy, that's just too bad.
What are the processes involved in writing an album? How do you begin? Where do you start?
Well, I just kind of lock myself into a room and play, just continuously play the accordion until something just comes out, and then, you know, there's no real kind of secret to it, you know.
Your new single, I'll Sparkle For You, is out now. Tell us the story behind this piece of music.
Started off as a kind of an instrumental waltz, continental kind of waltz. I suppose you'd call it continental waltz. Kind of a classical waltz. It's a 3-part piece, and it's on the CD called I'll Sparkle For You, instrumental. And then Tom put some lyrics to it, so it's on the album as a song and an instrumental. It's kind of a romantic kind of flavour song.
Yeah.
You mentioned continental waltz. Were those ethnic elements to the music intentional?
Because of our, we've travelled around the world playing music and stuff like that, and listened to other cultures and stuff. I suppose that's where it comes from. And you know, I'm really into kind of other styles of music. You know, just because I play the accordion, I'm not really a traditional musician. But it's the only instrument I can play at the moment.
He was my drummer in my rock band in the 90s. And then one day he just picked up the accordion, and I needed money, so I did the gigs with him.
Yeah, multitasking.
And finally, for other aspiring musicians who may be watching, what advice would you give?
It's a brutal occupation. Even if you feel down, you have to go up on stage and be in a good mood and everything like that. I would just say practice very hard at your instrument. If you're a songwriter, write as often as possible.
wouldn't agree with that at all. No, because you know, if you're if you're going to get into music, I mean, like, it's something that you kind of are, you know, it's something that's in your blood or in your, you know, genetic makeup. You know, it's something you really want to do. I mean, like, there's nothing else in our lives we want to do. We were kind of, you know, music was there all the time. It was something we tried regular jobs, but we couldn't do them because it always came back to music. So unless the individual is like-minded, you know, there's no point. You know what I mean? It's just in our blood, and it's what we love doing. And we wanted to do. It's a dreadful occupation, and we love it. What we do, it's our lives, but it's a rough job. You know, I mean, like, sometimes you're out of work, and sometimes you are working, and you know, so you know, that's the way it goes.
Stick with it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Frankie and Tom's new album, The Way of the Dreamer, is available for download now from frankiemulcahy.com. We will play you out now with the video for their new single, I'll Sparkle for You. Sinna go full, slán agus bannacht.
Take me waltzing, and though I'm not really sure what to do, but with the moonlight, champagne and roses, I'd sparkle for you. Holding you near me, it's not very hard to explain. The love that I value so dearly is like a dance in the rain. Spinning in a whirlwind full of moonlight, going anywhere the paint bubbles choose. Never could get any nearer than when I'm dancing here with you. It's the only thing to do. Whoa. Clear as a daydream, in colors from bright red to blue. The rainbow it dance and composes the music for